I preached a couple of hours after a man at a faith and freedom conference that doesn't believe in faith or freedom. I felt heavy in my spirit. I told my wife a few days beforehand when I found out I was going to be preaching with him. I'm just talking. Is that okay? I told her, I said, man, I'm going to have a hard time not calling him out in front of everybody. Because, I mean, if we don't, I mean, you know, we're a mess, right? I mean, this guy has what the headline says, 14,000 members. You know, what that means is he has like 1,000 people that come and a whole bunch of people that have been dead for a long time that are still on the rolls of the church. Southern Baptist churches are huge about doing that. So this guy pastors one of the most prestigious churches in America. He's written probably 50 books, better than my books, preaches good sermons, pretty good communicator at the end of the day, has a radio show and a TV show every single day, nationally and worldwide, globally syndicated television. This guy is well known. He's been an advisor to Trump for a very, very long time, which is probably why Trump made a few stupid decisions about this vaccine at the end of his presidency. See, I call them all out. I'm an equal opportunist. Stupid, no matter who does it. So this guy gets up to preach, and we're trying to listen to it. We're getting in from the airport. They gave my rental car away. It was a debacle to even get there. I'm thinking, man, maybe I don't even need to get there. Maybe this is going to be just a fall down the steps nightmare. I finally show up. A bunch of people there. It's beautiful. We had a great time. Some of you watched it. You already told me about it. But they had this guy preach, and so I was glad that we were separate. Originally, I was right after him. So maybe the Lord fixed that. Maybe he just kind of humbled me and calmed me down a little bit, because I was a little amped up about it. Because this guy's having like a massive church with vaccine clinics in his parking lot. Just wrote an article last week as a Fox News commentator that said there is no biblical reason anybody should ever refuse the vaccine. We're talking about one of the leaders in the Southern Baptist Church. Thousands of people go to this man's church. Huge voice. Huge voice. And if I told you who he was, then many of you right now would know him. Okay, he runs a program called Voice of Victory, and ain't no victory in it whatsoever. So before I got up to preach, I went backstage. I had the microphone. I was getting me all ready, and I asked the guy that was running the thing. I said, how was that? I said, I think I'm going to cool my jets and not say a whole lot about it, although I couldn't help myself and said something about it. But nonetheless, I said, how was that? He said, man, it was weird. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, the elders called from his church before he got here. They canceled last year when Hall started, and they made him do a video. He said, but the elders called and said, look, when he walks in the building, clear a path. This is a pastor of a 14,000 member church. Said there will be one person that drives him to the venue and one person that leaves with him in the venue. He will shake no hands. He will sign no Bibles. There will be no meet and greet. He will sell no merchandise. You hand him no bottles of water. You hand him no food. He will bring his own stuff. He will sit in a room for 1 hour before he speaks. This is the God's honest truth. God strike me dead if I'm lying. Pastor of a mega church in this nation, in Texas. We getting somewhere now. I didn't give you Texas, I didn't give you where I was, and I didn't give you Voice of Victory, so you can put it together yourself. But he said he prays over no one. He fellowships with no one. This one man will lead him backstage. He will get on the platform. You will hand him a sanitized microphone. He will preach, walk off the other side. He will go to his car, and there will be no fellowship. Mail him the love offering check. He will receive nothing from your hand. Now, Robert Jeffress is his initials, but at the end of the day, that is stupid. Well, what kind of pastor is that? Oh, I can't pray for people. I can't shake hands. I can't hug nobody. Did you know that the church used to invite sick people to come there to be healed? Now we're telling sick people they can't show up. Now we're telling people that when you do show up, you got to be masked. You got to be 6 feet apart. You can't shake hands. You got to give an elbow. Elbow my hind leg. I'll elbow the devil in his face over that nonsense. That's so stupid. So, all of that to say, if we knew how crazy this thing had made people, we'd probably be praying. This is crazy. Look, if I ever get to that place, just tar me and feather me and run me out of town and sue me for all the money you've ever paid me. If I ever get to that place, you can know I am senile. If I ever walk on this platform with a mask on and then pull it off so I can preach and then put it back on so I can walk down, I'm like, oh, no, can't shake my hand. I'm the man of God. I cannot get sick. Just take me out back and deal with me. You men in the church, I'm giving you full pastoral pardoning permission right now to beat the crap out of your pastor if he ever stands up and acts that stupid. Just beat the stew out of me if I act that dumb.